Hi everybody, my name is Rebecca. What do I say? Oh right, let's talk about makeup. Oh my gosh, I don't know what is going on with me today. My brain is just going blank at the oddest moments. I swear I took my ADHD meds. All right, bear with me. We will get through this. Today, this is part either 6 or 7, I can't quite recall, of my makeup inventory series. The number obviously will be in the title of the video, but we went through my eyeshadows last time. It was a 2-parter, which is the reason I'm confused about which part we're in. But now we're gonna do the rest of my eye products. We're actually in the home stretch. We've gotten past most of the categories that are my biggest, like foundation, blush, and eyeshadow. We still have to do lipsticks. Lipsticks are still coming, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So today I'm going to start out with eye primers. We're going to talk about mascara and brows, etc., etc. All right, let's get started. Let's get started before I completely fall to pieces. Okay. Right. First category in primers I'm going to talk about is my Pat McGrath. This is the Pat McGrath Intensifies Artistry Wand. I think this is a really interesting product. I don't know that I've ever had a product quite like this. I feel like it's somewhere in between a normal kind of silicone-based primer and a glitter glue. So the way that you use this is it's kind of this clear product. You click it up and after you've done all of your base work, so all of the mattes and stuff that you want to do, and maybe you want to put a glittery top coat on top or one of those crumbly dry shimmers that Pat McGrath is known for. You just take this and you draw it over the areas you'd like to stick it to. You pat it on and it reduces any glitter fallout that you might experience from those glittery shadows. I really like it. It does the job. I was really impressed at the fact that this doesn't disturb the base. Like if you do a lot of matte crease work and if you layer up a lot of shadow, like I tend to do when I'm doing my makeup before putting on your shimmer, this does not disturb any of the work that you have done. So it's easy. It's not quite as sticky as a glitter glue is, but I often find I don't necessarily need a glitter glue. So this is a nice happy medium. The next one I have is a primer from eyeshadow base from Alter Ego. And this I added it to my cart. I think it was 50% off. So I added it to my cart with one of the palettes that I picked up from them. It's just a very basic Urban Decay primer potion type thing. I've used it a few times. I don't know that I have noticed a huge difference with the longevity of my eyeshadows. I don't tend to get a ton of creasing usually. Depends on the shadow. But I don't know. I don't know that I have noticed a difference with this primer versus without. One of the things that I've kind of wanted to do but haven't gotten around to is trying it just on one eye and just seeing if it really does make a difference. Primer honestly isn't something that I wear every day. For something that I don't use every day, I sure have enough of them. That is a pretty consistent running theme with me though. Okay, so next, okay. I spent some time looking for a white base that I thought would help make my colorful shadow looks pop a little bit more, and the only one still left in my collection, I think I bought and decluttered the white putty primer by e.l.f. These are the 2 ones I have left. This is the Profusion Pigment Base in white and the Pro Conceal Concealer in white. The LA Girl Pro Conceal in white. They're fine. They're okay. I feel like this one's a little bit sheer. If you really want an opaque white on your lid before the colorful shadows go on, you have to put more product than I'm comfortable with having underneath my shadows. This one is also okay. Woo! Man down. The Pro Conceal is okay too. I think I keep it around mostly because it is pretty versatile. Sometimes I can put it in the inner corner of my eyes if I want a matte white highlight, or it can be useful for highlighting the brow bone. But as far as a white base underneath colorful shadows, these are okay. Nothing to write home about. The next one I have is the Sigma Eyeshadow Base Primer. I bought this after listening to Robert Welsh just wax rapturous about this, and when I first bought it, I don't know why, I felt like it was a little too deep for me, so I kind of didn't use it. But I have brought it back out. It is a little deeper. It's deeper than my skin tone for sure, but it kind of gives the effect that you might have if you ran like a bronzer through your crease, which I don't mind that at all. So I brought this back out recently and have been using it. I really do like it. It blends out really easily on the eyelids. I really enjoy that because then I don't have to do a whole lot of tugging. I also appreciate not having to blend for 3,000 years before getting on with my eyeshadow look, you know. It's a good one. Next is the Sephora Colorful Shadow and Liner. This is just a little shadow stick from Sephora. It's a little bit lighter than the, I don't even know if you can see it. You see that beige there? It works fine as well. I like it. Last one, this is the only one in my collection that I don't know that if I would replace it with this exact same product, but I would replace it with this type of product. This was a gift from a friend who decluttered it to me, and it is the Fire & A Pixie Epoxy. This is a full-on glitter glue. Very sticky. Really does the job as far as when you really need to glue on some glitter, or if you're using loose glitter on your eyes. I've done that a few times with this product and it really does hold it in place. Those are my primers. Okay, really quick, we're gonna look at my two eyeshadow crayons, eyeshadow sticks. You know what I'm talking about. I've got two of these that I keep in this drawer because I use them specifically for this purpose. I do have one that I keep in my eyeliner drawer because I tend to only use that on my waterline, and then I have one that I just talked about in with my primers because I generally use that as a primer, not as actual shadow on the lids. So this is the Kiko Milano Long Lasting Eyeshadow Stick in the shade, where is it? Does it have the shade? Shade 38, I guess. It is a slightly shimmery taupe color. My sister brought this to me from Italy. She picked it up in Italy for me, and it's nice. I like it. I feel like I don't wear sticks enough to really justify having any, but because that was a gift for my sister, I'm probably not gonna get rid of it. So I need to make an effort to use it if I'm gonna keep it. And this is, I really do like this one. This is the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in, I think Moonlight is the color. Intense Moonlight, yes. This is a really nice stick to stick there in the inner corner after you've done a look, if you don't want to go into a palette for that. Really nice. But these two also do layer very nicely on the eye. So those are my only two eyeshadow sticks. And honestly, I don't intend to get any more of them. There was a time in my life where I used eyeshadow sticks quite a bit more because I was more into like the one and done fast makeup sort of thing. That's not really what I'm into right now. If I'm doing my makeup, I want to do my makeup. You know what I'm saying? So next category is also pretty small. I'm not sure what number I gave you when I was doing my numbers. It may have been 3 for mascara, but I have since decluttered one that was it was awfully dry. So I do tend to keep mascara past when you probably should. And that's because I like a very dry mascara. That's the only kind of mascara I like. So most mascaras for me, they only start getting good after about 6 weeks after being opened. These are the two that I have right now. Is the Monsieur Big from Lancome. I really do like this. It's very dramatic. You have to be careful to make sure you don't layer up so much that it starts to clump. Either that or you need to have one of those lash combs on hand, and I generally can't be bothered with that. Then I also have the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. This is a much more natural, fluttery lash, very separating. I really do like this one, but I am on a no buy for mascaras this year because I just don't use them very often at all. I really don't use them very often at all. I may see if I can pick up a little mini gift with purchase or something just to have on hand should I need it, but I tend to use for a couple of years now, I have used the little Lashify type DIY eyelash extensions. I put them on and wear them for about 5 days, take them off, give them a bit of rest, put them back on. So I really don't use a whole lot of mascara at all. So I don't see the need to spend more money on something I'm just not going to use. Okay, let's do brows. And let's get through this because I am struggling a little bit here, okay? I have 2 brow pencils. These are the Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil. This is in the color black. I have genuinely black eyebrow hairs. If I put brown of any shade in my eyebrows, because I'm not putting pencil through my entire brow, I feel it looks very artificial. All I use brow pencils for is to like add in this little corner here, darken up the tail, and sometimes I will add a few hair strokes here in the front of my brows to bring them a little bit closer together. Because I'm not pulling color through my whole brow, I try to stick to black or soft black or gray, just to avoid it looking unnatural on me. So this one is good. I liked it. I got it because it was on sale. It does the job. I'm not super picky when it comes to my eyebrow pencils, as long as it's the right color. I don't tend to have a problem with them, as long as they're in this skinny format. I do find that I do better with the skinny format simply because I only have a couple of little areas to fill in. And because I use black, if the product is too thick or creamy, I definitely can veer into Sharpie brow territory, which is something I want to avoid. And that is the problem with this one. This is the NYX Fill and Fluff in the shade Black. It has a weird looking toothbrush on one end. It's the teardrop shape on this end. It's just a little too creamy for what I need. And I have to be very careful with it to make sure that I'm not ending up with too bold a brow. Did I mention what my second brow pencil was? I don't think I did. See, I am all over the place. The other one is a Chic Glam pencil that I hadn't seen for months and suddenly just appeared. That happens sometimes after you move, but I ordered off of the Shein website ages ago, just like everyone else did. I'm not on the Shein train anymore, but this is one of the products I picked up. I only have a tiny bit left. It is also a perfectly fine brow pencil. I did not object to the price, but I do think I picked one up from AOA Studios. That one is also very affordable. And I don't know if I got a bad one or what, but it's like no color would come off of it at all. Like almost zero pigment. It was like children's play makeup that's just plastic and you're supposed to imagine color. Anyway, I need real color, not imagined color in my brow pencils. If any of you have used that pencil, did I get a bad one? Is that what was going on? Was it just a bad pencil? Because I sure would love, since these are also interchangeable for me, I sure would love to be able to pick one up for $2. Next, I have two products that I had listed as one because they are the same product. This is the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. These are both in the shade Black. Here's what happened. I had one of them and I used it for nearly a year. And I noticed that the bristles on the brush, this is what I used to add some hair-like strokes here in the front. The bristles on the brush started to become very blunted and a little misshapen from use, but I was still getting pigment out of the pen. It was still providing me with product. It was just that the bristles were misshapen. So I picked up another one with the intent to throw away the first one. But then I thought, oh, there's still product coming out. It's bizarre to me that I was still getting product out of it after an entire year of use. But then I just started using the second one, you know, to add the way you would an eyebrow pencil when you're not necessarily trying to create really fine hair-like strokes, mostly just to darken up the tail of my brow. And then I decided to hang on to it. As long as product still keeps coming out, I will still try to use it in some capacity. So I have two of these. And then I have two brow gels. One I don't have to show you right now because I took it out to film my 24 and 24 and I have no idea what happened to it. No clue. This is not unusual. I do have a small child. He likes to snatch things off my vanity. Have I mentioned this before? Anyway, the Milk brow gel, the Kush brow gel is in Black. I was not able to use that for a while after I got it because it was just too thick and goopy. And I ended up with and it's black, the color is black, so I ended up with a much bolder brow than I was looking for. However, now that it is significantly dried down, I do find it useful. Sometimes when I put on my makeup, if my sunscreen has a cast, or if I get a little bit of my base products in my eyebrow hairs, the Kush gel is really nice to brush through and basically retint my eyebrows. My eyebrows are generally pretty well behaved, so I don't necessarily need a gel that's gonna hold them into place. So I don't really know why I bought this gel. This is the NYX Brow Glue. And I've used it. I remember I used a clear brow gel in college. I thought, well, let's try again and see if it's you know, does anything useful. I don't know, not really. My eyebrows pretty much do what I want them to do. So to be perfectly honest, I don't know why I bought this. I may pass it on to someone else who needs it more than I do. Okay, let's do liquid liners. Listen, I have a stupid number of liquid liners. I know that. This is dumb. Nobody needs this many liquid liners, okay? Kind of been on the hunt for a holy grail because my holy grail liquid liner was discontinued some time ago, and I have just been looking for one that I like as much of it. Haven't found one that I like as much. But now I have 10 liquid liners. So here's the first one. I think this is the oldest one in my collection. This is Stila. This is the Stale Day dual-ended liquid eyeliner. So it's got black on one side, and then it's got another color on the other end, like a rose gold color. It's called Microchip Original. I don't know what the other shade is. It is supposed to be a complementary color. It looks like kind of a pinky. I don't think it. Yeah, there you can see it. Kind of a pinky champagne color. I don't really use this. This is not the most economical format because you basically get. I'm pretty sure you get half the liner because unless you're using both equally, which I don't. Let's see. The whole thing is 0.33 fluid ounces. So 1 ml. 1 ml for the whole thing. Let's see one of my other ones. 1 ml. 0.4 mils. Oh, that's interesting. This is not standardized, huh? 0.4 mils. Good to know. I never actually looked at this. This physician's formula. 0.5 mils. So actually, I'm getting as much black liner in these ones because I have 2 of them. I ended up liking this quite a bit, but it's not something I'm willing to pay full price for. This is something I picked up at TJ Maxx. How much did I pay for these? Do I even have it? I don't know how much I paid for them. I paid $8 for one and $4 for another because I think I got the $4 one on clearance. That's a decent price to pay for half a mil because I'm not really using these colored. I use them occasionally, but mostly I purchase them for the black side. So if I'm really only getting about half a mil in my other liquid liners, that's not like, this is one that I have used quite extensively. It's the Physicians Formula Eye Booster liquid liner, and yeah, the whole thing has half a mil in it. Okay, these are not as bad a deal as I thought they were. So I bought this one first, and then this one dried out. Actually, it didn't dry out. I think it got clogged because I was drawing it over a bunch of eye makeup, and I think the tip got a little bit clogged because yeah, there's still product coming out. So I thought, oh, I'm gonna be out of this soon, and so I went and got another one. So now I have 2 of these. This is in a slightly different color. I'm not sure what it's called. Do I have a color? Do you have a color? Oh, Mai Tai and Intense Black, and this one is Kitten Cosmo and Intense Black. It's not bad. I feel a little bit better about this particular purchase now that I realize the black end has as much in it as many of these other liquid liners have in the whole thing. So I like those. I have been using, previously I've been using this Physicians Formula Eye Booster in black, and I also have one in brown. They're okay. They're okay. I feel like I wanted to toss this, but I haven't yet because I don't know if you can tell, but the end of this brush tip, I like that it's a brush tip. I prefer a brush tip to a felt tip because I feel like they hold their point better. But this one, the point has become very blunted, and I'm not super happy with that, but I can't bring myself to get rid of it because it's still giving me product. You know what I'm saying? So this is the same product in brown. I'm not having the same problem with the tip on this one. The tip on this one is still in good shape. Around the same time that I picked up these, I think I picked these 3 up around the same time, and it's just because I found them in found them at a big discount, and so I just grabbed them all just to see. I was curious. I wanted to see, are any of these my new holy grail? I don't think they are. This is this decent tip. This is the Sex Kitten liquid liner by Tarte. It's in black, obviously. This is the Ico Black Magic Cocoa Edit. So this is a brown liner. And then this is the Pat McGrath Perma Precision liquid liner in extreme black coffee. So it's a dark brown. So I have 4 brown liners here, 3 that I've talked about so far. I have another one. This is the Stila Matte dual-ended matte liquid liner. So this one has a liquid liner on one end and a matte black eye pencil on the other end. I felt a little bit better about this one than I did about this one because I know I will use both ends of this. But obviously I'm not going to open this for a while because I need to get through some of these other eyeliners. The last one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The last one here is the Milani Stay Put eyeliner in Espresso Matte. I have kept this one around because it is the longest lasting eyeliner I have ever used in my life. The applicator is stiff. It's a little too stiff and it's a little blunt. So it's a little tricky to apply, but I have never experienced anything that stays on quite as long as the Milani. So if you need your eyeliner to, basically I wore that when I had one of my babies and it was just fine. My eyeliner was gorgeous the whole time. Did we talk about the Moira? Last one, we did not talk about the Moira. This is the Moira glitter liner in 04 Show Off. This is a really pretty glitter liner. Obviously this isn't the sort of thing I wear every day, but look how opaque that is. Look at that. Just puts, Moira does some really, really good makeup. Like some of their products are just really phenomenal. That is all of my liquid eyeliners. I know, it's a crazy amount of liquid eyeliners. I have my work cut out for me if I want to use these up before they go dry on me. So some of these are going to feature in my 24 and 24. And that is it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.